Another day at HKS. Today we're going to talk about the Swift. We haven't talked about this car in depth before. It's actually one of the fastest front wheel drive at Tsukuba circuit. We'll run through what's changed since it debut. It was actually running a case 14C right at the beginning, and then in the end it's actually switched to a 4G63 MyFact motor from an Evo 9. I think they did it with a case 14C with stock gearbox first, then it went to sequential, and it the driving changed to center drive, and then it went with an Evo motor upgrade, but still being front wheel drive. From memory, it's got a side def gearbox sequential. It's very, very light. Swift Sport factory is already 990 kg. And this car, all the bodywork is actually all dry carbon. The spoiler, it was a special spoiler from I think it's an AP4 or WRC Raleigh spoiler that was purchased from Europe somewhere. But we'll take a quick look at this car and show you what it's got inside. Right, this door, I thought this was actually carbon, but it's actually still the factory door, just been cut up and lightened up. And if you come around and look at the back, this is actually a one-piece carbon fiber. The factory door's actually been removed. As you can see, this whole piece is bolted onto the body all the way around here. It still runs a massive tyre. Being a front-wheel drive, it still has a 295 35 18-inch semi-slicks on it. Of course, going to be AO50. The brakes in the back, just the stock Swift brake caliper. If you come around and see this, the brake light is actually an LED strip, and the fuel tank, it's very tiny because it was pretty much just to design to run that at Tsukuba. Right, so in the back, that's, I think, is the catch can mounted in the back. And also you can see the boot floor is all cut out. So this is the one-off spoiler that you can't buy. I think they used it on the yellow car at Auto Salon 2019 with the white TC wheels that was featured on Speed Hunter. But I found out, because I bought a ZC33 as well and wanted to run the same offset wheel as the car from Auto Salon, but they said that fitment doesn't really work for normal driving. And I did ask the price of the spoiler. It was very, very expensive because it was actually a one-off. We might as well have a look at the interior and have a look at the center drive. Oh, let's have a look at the interior of this car. The seat's actually mounted to the center of this car, which is best for weight distribution. I think the Evo motors, the sequential actually being removed. The K14C is reinstalled. That's why you still got the stock Suzuki's shifter. Of course, it has a pedal box setup. The dash being removed, and the top of this roof is actually dry carbon. It's pretty cool how they mounted the stock rear vision mirror here, but because of the whole back is dry carbon one piece, you won't see out from the rear. So I'm not sure you can actually see out this rear vision mirror. It's very, very simple setup, but you can see how they mounted the shifter, supported it for you to do the center drive. I've been in another Swift that's done this before in New Zealand. It's quite a cool setup, but you do sit up quite high, being the seat is actually mounted to the tunnel. But to do this, you have to pretty much go with a pedal box setup. Alright, we're going to look at the engine. It's actually been switched back to the Suzuki K14C. It's direct injection, but it's got port injector on it as well. It looks like it's a special one-off intake manifold. It still runs a HKS turbo. The engine is solid mounted to the chassis instead of your factory bushing. Surprisingly, the radiator, it's still stock. I don't think this runs an oil cooler. Yeah, so the exhaust you can see is still here, and all this is actually done in stainless because of the heat. This front canard is all stainless sheet. So the car's actually quite simple. I can't remember the weight of it. I think it was like 790 kg or something stupid. Much to show because the car's actually quite simple, but the aero work on it, it's pretty amazing. I'm sure there's a lot of downforce in the front of this car, especially being front wheel drive. You want maximum grip on that front wheel for it to turn. And even running the 2.9, I was quite surprised it actually runs 2.95 all the way around. I thought it could have been like a reverse staggered being a front wheel drive. As I know, it's really hard to get grip in these tyres, especially being this light and being front wheel drive. The back wheel actually has no weight in it, being after what you've seen, it's all cut out. So the rear spoiler must have done a lot to get the back to come down. So a lot of people has come to the museum, but no one's really had a good look at the TRB-04 Swift. There's not much to show, to be honest, because a lot of stuff has been removed, but it's very cool to see this car in person. Being a Swift fan myself, I can't imagine how it would run with the Evo running gear as a sequential. That will be just insane to get the traction down. But cool, thanks for watching.